have never felt this before, but I heard him jerking off.
No.
Right?
And how old is this guy?
This guy's older than
He's
me.
like 35,
like
jacking off
in the
There's
bed.
a 19-year-old fucking kid.
And you know, it's a sound that you can't unhear, but a sound that's so familiar. Like I woke up and I heard it, and then I'm like frozen. Like I'm like, what? And then I'm like trying to I'm trying to figure out how long do I pretend to be asleep
Of course.
until he finishes.
Dial up.
It was even like you just call and be like 4795.
No, but I mean internet. We'll get back to your story, but what are we?
AOL, like AOL's happening, dial-up is happening. I think I plugged in at NYU. I think I plugged in at that point, but no one was using email.
How old were you until you jacked off to the internet? Would you say?
Oh my God,
that's
I would
interesting.
say like. That's a really interesting question, right? Because it's like I came up in a world where I literally found a penthouse, a penthouse air freshener.
Wow!
On the side of the
you're
road.
jacking off to an air freshener.
I found a penthouse air freshener.
What happens if you get that scent now? Your dick gets hard.
Cherries make me go crazy. But
fuck! Don't put this guy around a maraschino. This like a guy can't have a Shirley Temple without jizzing in his pants.
I go to car washes. I get so hard. Evergreen, coconut.
Oh fuck, dude.
But
wow.
So we had to pitch this idea. So I had a friend who did a good Christopher Walken impression, and I hired him. I told him, "Hey, can you record the new voice for the automated system?"
Yes.
And we did it, and then I just lied in class. So actually, I know Christopher Walken. I got him to record this thing.
That's incredible.
And we did it, and we got an A+ on this exam. And it was all just because we had like a guy just going like, "Hey, this is hit the A. Go through there." You know? But I always feel guilty about that. But I was like,
wow.
it did that one. You know, it was
that gravitas.
The gravitas.
That Christopher Walken gravitas. That fake Walken.
Thank you. You know, I don't even do a good Christopher Walken. But just the idea of just do it like it does. It levels you up. You have a little something like Brian Cox, McDonald's
would be huge. Oh yeah,
yeah, right. I mean, McDonald's is the best spokesman of all time.
It's smart.
They should have replaced that guy, the child pornography guy from Jared with Brian Cox.
That'd be good. Yeah. Put him in the big jeans.
Yeah, I get it.
I used to be fat as shit, but I never made a child give me head. Maybe not so on the nose for them, but I would be nice to see him in the big jeans. But so that I love that NYU was just like, yeah, your project is make our system better. It's you were just doing work for them.
It was so weird because that class in particular was a weird class setup. You know, I think back on these things.
Yeah.
It's like,
what was the class even? What was it?
Oh God, I mean, a communications class. So some bullshit title, but the premise of the class was he would give you a personality profile. The teacher was, and then he was going to split up the class, and you could have one of 4 options. You get put into groups, do 2 projects, and and each time you do a project, it'd be a different type of group. So the first group a group would be everybody you hate.
Oh, wow.
People that you work well with but don't get along with, so it's like good work friends but not friends.
Right.
And then one would be you get along so well but you get nothing.
You don't get anything done. Yeah.
And so you never knew what you had. And so when we got into the group of we get along, we won't get anything done. I was in there with I remember that there's a girl in that class. I was so attracted to her, but she smelled like liquor at 10 a.m. all the time. I was like, this is who I want to be with.
She's 20, maybe 19.
Yeah, 19, 20. Yeah, I'm like the same way.
Yeah, dude.
I'm like, this is the best. But nothing ever got, but it was still, it's like, oh, she's the coolest. But I realized I'm in the group of the partiers, the fun people, and we're not gonna do it. And that was like my impetus, be like, we're gonna buck the.
We're gonna beat the nerds.
We're gonna beat them.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna get my friend to record this Christopher Walken thing, and we did it. And that was the thing.
Yeah.
We didn't really do any work. We just had Christopher Walken impression, and people are like, oh, that is work.
I love. That's so funny because I love
flow. Like you bring me to places, I'm like, I got it.
Yeah.
And then only years later do I realize, oh, that was fucked up. Right. Right. Like
absolutely.
In the moment, I'm getting $150 per show, which
not
is
bad.
Not bad.
Honestly,
not bad.
Not bad.
Right? And then we would be. We'd only be in a minivan all the time. So we're always, not minivan, but 16 pass. A 16 pass van for your loaded
the Sprinter, and every seat has a bag or a person in it.
And it's like a piano is like wedged in the back. We're driving, our tour managers on the road. And
you got your Ross Perot wig in there somewhere. Yeah,
I did not have sex with that woman. So doing all this dumb shit. But the worst moment. This is truly like the thing I think back on. There's like moments. So I'm in, we're in like. You said DoubleTree. Yeah. I view DoubleTree as being a classy version. I feel like we were like in Nights a in. Step up from like a motel to like between whatever is between those two.
Absolutely. I know well.
Paper mats instead of like, right?
Oh, yeah.
And I remember one morning I was bunking with my friend, two singles or two doubles, whatever it is. And I have never felt this before, but I heard him jerking off.
No! Next to me. Right? And how old is this guy?
This guy's older than me.
Like 35,
jerking off in the
bed. There's a 19-year-old fucking kid.
And it's a sound that you can't unhear, but a sound that's so familiar. Like I woke up and I heard it, and then I'm like frozen. Like I'm like, what? And then I'm like trying to I'm trying to figure out how long do I pretend to be asleep until he finishes. Like,
of course. And then you gotta hear, and then you gotta pray you don't hear the jizz hit something. Oh, God. You don't want to hear another man's jizz.
I also was disgusted because it was a room like you're jerking off in the bed. Like, like save that shit for the shower. Go somewhere but you're like
it's in the air, man.
Yeah,
it's in the air now, man.
Like, I really was like.
That's brutal.
Man. It was like I think back, like that gives me God.
Yeah.
Every now and then I think about that guy jerking off in that bed next to me, and it's like I didn't even understand that a solo room was an option.
Yeah. Oh yeah, of course. You don't know any. Like I mean, my first tour, I was opening for my friends who were like in an alt comedy thing, and it was like Sprinter van would be nice. It's like we have one SUV. That is, someone's in the middle seat.
Right.
We're just we're doing the whole thing. It was like. And we're sleeping on floors. Sometimes at the venue we're sleeping at. And it was like, if we got a hotel room, it was like, okay, well, there's 5 people in this hotel room.
Right,
and it's like, you're lucky to get it's like, sometimes people be like, I'll just do the floor.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like, I've slept on the floor. I've slept in, like we slept in vans. It's like those things are just like, you just get used to it. And it's like, there's a fun adventurousness
Of course. You're also not, it's so less sad for you,
yes,
than everyone else,
right? Because it's I think that like, look, I really firmly believe that if you're doing this business, like whatever it is, like you need to be eating shit a lot,
without question.
Every person I meet who ascends so quickly, I'm like, you don't know what it's like to be on the other end. I think that actually makes you a better person,
for sure.
And it also like lets you understand, just like we're all in it. We're all in it together. Like, and I feel like. I look back on it, I'm happy to have been doing that at 19, 20, and 22. Of
course.
Than to do it at like 35 and be jerking off next to a 19-year-old. Like, I don't want to be doing that.
Yeah. You don't want, you don't want to be the looper in that situation where it's like it switches and it's like you look and it's like 19-year-old you and you're the one jacking off. You're like,
no, but I think that's the thing that like my parents got divorced at 3 but stayed together till I was 5.
What?
So I was living in this house where I would come. I would be like, I'd sometimes catch my dad like sleeping in the guest room. I'm like, what's going on?
What the fuck?
And my mom was like, oh, the bed is broken. And I'm like, okay.
Oh, so it's really not a talk about the problems family.
No.
It's a pretend to be in a marriage until our son is smart enough to figure it out.
My dad literally would leave the house on like when I went to bed and then get there before I woke up. So it would feel like he was there.
That's fucking nuts.
And so, and that kind of shit, like that also like kind of like zings around in your head a little bit too, because like you're living under the Truman Show for a little bit.
Right. I mean, that's insane.
And
also that age is like such a intuitive age because you don't know shit, but you're like a little like
you
I
get
don't know.
vibes.
Yeah,
you get vibes,
I feel like babies do weirdly get vibes.
So I'm like 3 years old, but I remember catching my dad in that room, and my mom's like, oh yeah, the bed's broken. I'm like. Which is a great metaphor for divorce, but also like this idea, like, but that sticks out to me for a reason. I remember trying to get them to hug, right? Go hug each other, like like I knew something, but I didn't want to ask.
So weird,
right? I didn't even know if I knew what to ask, right?
Yeah.
And even when they got divorced, it wasn't like we're getting a divorce. It was like, oh, we're moving. Your dad's gonna move over here, and I'm gonna move over here, and you get to be. And like I was like, it was a little like. And again, I'm young. Like, what do you tell a 5-year-old? Like, I'm
sure.
I don't know how you have that conversation. I have an 8-year-old and 10-year-old. I don't,
But come on,
right?
You don't tell them. You don't pretend to be married,
right?
You know what I mean?
Right. But I think it's like one of those things. Like, my parents, I think, are trying to be like. This is the thing that I, as a parent now, I have empathy.
Sure,
because
for sure.
I think that you go, oh, they were trying to do their best.
And how old were they?
Fucked up. My parents got together when they were in their 20s.
Yeah.
So like,
they're
you know, like
young.
young 20s,
Yeah,
like, you know, they're like mid 20s when, you know, it's like, and not that like, it's not even like forgiveness. It's like, oh, they're just like, okay, how do we not make this traumatic?
Yeah.
We'll do this other thing that could potentially be even more traumatic, but we're not thinking about that. Like, and you know, they're not looking in it. They're not going to therapy. They're not running these ideas by, you know, look, I come from the Catholic Church. You know, before you get married, you have to sit with a priest to tell you what marriage is like. It's like, what the fuck is that? Like, you know, it's like, you know, that's not the person that you should be talking to like that. You know, it's like, but it's like, we take catechism with the priest. It's like, oh, this guy's married to God.
Yeah.
You know, you know, but it's like you do these things that make no sense. And I think that, like, I don't know. Again, maybe it's my own parents, but this idea, like, we have to keep up appearances. Like, we're trying to do this. We're trying to do the right
that's
thing.
definitely an immigrant. I don't know how, you know, that it's definitely a Greek thing for like first generation immigrants. It sounds like we're talking more American, you know, East Coast Italian, but it's still anyone in the church.
My grandparents' parents came from Italy.
Yeah.
So, like, I mean, it's, you know, it's two generations.
Still,
you know, but
and it's still kind of running around in especially like the tri-state area. It was definitely that was still kind of like the culture there, the keeping up appearances thing for sure. And then you were just, you know, I
mean, because I was in class, and this sounds crazy. This thing makes me feel like I'm fucking old when I say this, but it does like. No one else was divorced. Like I was in school. You know, so
that's
like,
interesting.
You
I
know,
never
like people are like, what's divorce?
Yeah.
Oh, and people come over. Paul, tell them about what your parents are like. I'm like, oh. Like, you know, it's like, it was like, and I was like this person that like always have to explain, like, oh, my parents aren't together.
Wow,
my parents aren't
interesting.
Together. Now, I think that, like, as I got a little bit older, it really started to, the wave crashed. We were just the first ones,
early adopters. Early adopters to divorce. Damn. Yeah. So you must have had some of the first fun weekends at Dad's in America.
I mean, I'm in those moments. You know what I think? It probably also is like, it's the, like, I feel
like stuff like that, but I don't have many close friends. So in order to have groomsmen, I'd need to invite a certain distant friend to be a groomsman, and that's cool because we get along great. But the reason he's become distant is that his wife really wanted to fuck my fiance.
What?
And it made things hella awkward.
This is awesome.
It all started like a few years ago when we went to a UFC event together, and afterwards at the hotel, she texted me asking if she could come to our room because she wanted to fuck my girlfriend.
Pause this real fast, Eldest.
And
now for certain men, this is one of a UFC event.
I mean, we're
watching your girlfriend get fucked by a hot girl. For a certain guy, this is huge.
I mean, there's a lot going on. I don't even know where it's going. Every new detail is like, wow.
I know.
Wow,
let's stay on the ride. Wow. But I just want to say, you know, we hear you. There's some guys smashing their keyboard right now, being like, "Why wasn't that me? I want to do this." But let's see.
Yeah, let's see.
You're right.
My girlfriend. And I said no.
Sure.
But she still asked my girl anyways, who also said no, and my girlfriend was kind of creeped out about it.
Yeah, no shit.
So she offered that my buddy and I could watch them fuck, but that didn't change our mind at all.
This is insane.
She spent the next few months texting my girl a bunch of trying to fuck shit,
what?
You know, and made my girl like really uncomfortable, and then we couldn't hang out as a group anymore.
Holy shit.
So I brought it up to my buddy, and he kind of laughed it off, but was clearly embarrassed and didn't really want to talk about it.
My wife's always trying to fuck people, man.
Oh, man, alive. Wow.
Oh, yeah, shucks. My wife's always trying to eat pussy.
Holy shit.
This is fucking awesome. Keep going, Eldest.
According to some other friends, she may have even tried this with some of their.
Oh, my God.
According to some other friends, she may have even tried this with some of their girls as well. Maybe not as direct as with mine. Neither of us are in open relationships or anything like that, so my buddy never seemed to grasp. She was crossing a boundary by trying again and again after getting rejected. I'd like to be friends with him again, and especially with the wedding coming up.
What?
So my question is, how do I approach restarting the friendship with him? And how do I invite them to our wedding with a clear boundary that she's not going to try to fuck my wife at our wedding? Yeah. Yeah, stuff. What can I do here?
Oh my gosh. Oh my.
This is fucking crazy.
Well, let me give you the answer that I think is the cleanest one.
Please.
Don't invite this guy to your wedding.
I mean,
what
the fuck, dude?
Deal. Don't do it. Don't do it.
He's talking about making him a groomsman, not just an invite.
No.
This is crazy. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I do think what's interesting about this.
Yeah, there's stuff to unpack for sure, but go ahead.
You know, like, I know you were saying, like, there is a fantasy element to this where everyone's picturing a version of this that is probably the most porny
And don't get me
version.
wrong, I know this is not that. I'm absolutely joking.
Right.
The flip side of this is what's very interesting.
Right, yeah, right. And it's like, and I think the truth is like, that is, that is it's a crazy proposition. I think that you've handled it, this guy called, really right.
Really well, yeah. Up until wanting to re-invite, up until asking him if he wants steak or fucking fish at your wedding.
No. Like, I mean, like, this is the thing. Like, this woman that he's involved with, she's, I don't know if she's got a problem, but there's something that she's doing.
I think she's got a problem, Paul. I think if she's fucking trying to fuck everybody's girlfriend, she's clearly, and by the way, their relationship's wild because, yes, the joke I made about it being people's fantasy, now either his friend is that stupid where to him he's like, hell yeah, that's fucking cool, or he's one of the most cucked individuals on earth. And either way, something's off with your boy.
But isn't it also like, when I hear that from him, that feels to me like, look, some people drink too much, some people do drugs. Like, she's like, she fucks
some chicks,
right? Like, and so like, this is what he's got to deal with. He's like, yeah, man, she fucking texted your wife. I'm sorry.